All right, y'all. My camera.
Mm.
Welcome in another episode of the crossover. I know y'all probably wondering like where y'all been a minute. No, it's my fault. Blame me. But first video of the new year. I think as far as the crossover for sure.
For sure.
Um, we got today is January what 17th,
Yeah.
almost All Star break. We got some NFL divisional football though, so we're gonna get a quick episode for y'all today, so we can both prep for our day to watch this football. But
Know it. I'll get some good eats. Goddamn.
trade deadline, like I said, getting closer, heating up. We are officially in trade season. We already have a trade that went down that we're gonna talk about. All Star votes coming in. We're gonna get to that. And y'all know we always gonna start off with the standings. Before we do all that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to both channels. Yeah. Did you reach that goal that you was? I know you
I
was.
did not. I
I,
did not.
I'm two away right now.
I'm 3.
Come on,
I
y'all.
think still.
We just need three people to subscribe to Jew. Two people to subscribe to me, so we can just
It's
get to where we
only
trying to.
5 people, bro. It's
Only
5
five.
people.
I know at least five people gonna watch this video. That's probably not subscribed. So
Just hit
y'all
the button.
just hit the button, bro. That's all you gotta do. Even if
It.
if you gonna be a fake ass nigga and be a fake subscriber, just do it anyway.
Just hit the button. That's all I ask.
But oh my, that is way too tiny. Pause. All right. Standings, as we always start off with, we're gonna start off in the East. I can't even tell y'all the last time we looked at this who was where. I'm pretty sure Detroit was still the 1 seed. I'm pretty sure New
Yeah.
York, Toronto was in that top four. I don't know if Boston had made that jump.
Boston won 2. I think Toronto was 2 or 3. Boston was like that 3-4. They switched with either the Knicks or Toronto for sure.
Yeah, Boston has made a crazy jump at the 2 seed. The 8 through 10, the play-in invitational is always the same. Heat, Hawks, Bulls. Um, yeah, it's always the same in that order
Pretty
somehow.
much.
Philly is just trying to maintain their little spurts of health. Cleveland has made a jump up to the 6 seed. They was kind of in the play-in invitational as well. And then you got Orlando at the 5 seed, and Bucks pretty much just I don't know what's going on with them and Giannis at this point. He's trying to push the loyal narrative, then he's trying to push the I'm just an employee narrative. Like I think they just need to end that. And shit, Charlotte kind of been I guess winning more of late. Not really winning, but winning more of late. So what you think about this Eastern Conference that we got right here as of today?
It's weird. I'd say that. It's not what I expected at the beginning of the year. Definitely not Detroit being a 1 seed. Knew they was gonna be better. Knew um they had the talent. And after watching them play the Knicks last year in the playoffs, like they have the ability to be a top 4 seed in the East for sure. Um Orlando, especially with the Bane acquisition, I was expecting them to be a little better. I mean, fifth not bad, but I expected them to kind of be in that top 3 to 4. I know Paulo ain't been the healthiest all year, so I guess I could weigh some of that on there. Like you said, the bottom half don't really surprise me. Really, 6 through 10 don't really surprise me. Um, Philly is just Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe trying to figure his way because Joel Embiid no longer exists. He got dunked on last night too, or the other night. I seen that shit.
All fours.
Man, yeah, he landed on all fours. That's one of them. Hey, don't replay that, coach. Don't call timeout. I'm taking the ball out. Let's play. Let everybody forget about it. Um, the Heat are the Heat. They got a chance at Ja. I know we'll talk about him later. Um, the Hawks are in the same position they were before the trade. uh, the Bulls are the Bulls. Milwaukee is also making a run at Ja. I heard of. We'll talk about that later, but I heard of what's the shit called? Like an offer, basically. Hornets, they done bench LaMelo. Con Knipple is the face of that franchise, so that's gonna take a little turn. But they are winning more of late, and I think that just comes based off the little adjustments they made. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nobody else wants to talk about the rest of these niggas. I got a Brooklyn Nets banner in front of me and still don't want to talk about them. All-star MPJ. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, I seen the Instagram. They was like, bro, we gotta trade you. You winning too much. We ain't trying to win. He talking about my fault.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hate that so bad. Like he's not contributing to that much winning. But if you could keep a nice solid piece as you continue to try to win, like anyway, I hate niggas. I hate them niggas.
Yeah, like you said, it is a weird conference for sure. Because it's like I don't think nobody expected Boston to be at the 2 seed without Tatum and like losing Porzingis and Drew Holiday. Um, like you said, everybody else kind of like the 6 through 10 ain't really surprising. The Cavs usually are kind of like in that top tier, but I guess they not taking that route this season might do good for them. I don't know. I just don't like their team configuration at this point. I think Garland and Mitchell was never a good fit. I don't think they really fit together. I think DeAndre Hunter is trying. They saying like they're disappointed with him, but they kind of seeing what Hawks fans have already saw with him. To be honest,
Yeah,
um,
disappointed though from what he gave you last year to him not, I guess, not doing the exact same this year. But shit, I don't know. His role kind of diminished. Darius Garland wasn't playing a lot when they traded for him, so he just
yeah, I think they just got too many like they lineup is a good lineup, but it don't fit necessarily. Like everybody probably trying to eat in a lineup, and that's not realistic.
yeah.
Then the Hawks, like you said, it's like what you traded Trae Young. It's like I don't even think that was a difference. I don't know if it was more so this year you looking at a thing, or if you looking at something next year, or you just had to get them gone.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, on to the main event. Like we just talk about the East just because we really want to talk about the West. Um, I got something for them fucking Lakers. We definitely gonna talk about them. I'm gonna let you
Yep.
go. So,
The Western Conference, OKC 1, San Antonio 2. That's a little surprising to me. Like I knew they would be good, like real good. I didn't think they would be 2 seed good. Denver holding on, Jokic first injury, so I mean that bodes well for them. And even though he was injured, like it was like a hyperextension, so he get to get some rest because he played majority of games and majority of minutes. So the fact that they able to hold on to the top 3 seed while he gone is impressive. Minnesota and Houston last night. Houston need to these young niggas need to get their shit together. I just want to make that known. They lost a game when they was like up 12, up 15, something like that, because KD went to the bench with 8 minutes left. And by the time he came back in, the lead was gone. So it's just like that can't happen. He 37, bro. And Ime Udoka even said that. Like, what's the reason y'all lost the game? A 37-year-old went to the bench and we couldn't score the ball. So they need to get their shit together because even though they beat Minnesota last night, they barely beat them without Ant. Like, I think that was like a 5-point game. I think it was 110-105. KD had 39, but so did Julius Randle. So y'all gonna have to get y'all shit together if y'all really want to make some real noise. Because I think they got the pieces, but they gotta get their shit together. Um, let's see who else. I'm not really surprised at Phoenix being a 7 seed, but I guess that's pretty decent for them for what I thought they season was gonna be. Golden State. Might I just say that I seen this tweet and it's like Steph is the only like generational player that have stinkers and nobody talks about it. I think I had 7 points the other night and nobody said a word. It just
he stayed,
well,
he stayed doing that though.
he
Single.
stayed doing that. Like last year, he had a few games of single digits, and it was against niggas like Portland and shit like that. Granted, when he play him again, he'd go for 55, but it'd just be like nigga 7. And I guess that's because of his size. So when the shot not dropping even remotely, it just it's a little harder to get these buckets, especially if you ain't getting no foul calls.
Right.
Portland, cool. I mean, that's about right. And the Clippers is probably the most surprising thing on this list. Kawhi's played a decent amount this year. They still suck. James Harden, every time I see something on Twitter, he's cooking somebody and they still suck. So they like so up and down to me because it'd be like they 18-23, but they on a 5-game win streak. And then like 2 weeks ago, they was on like a 6-game win streak. So that means every time y'all not on a win streak, y'all on like a losing streak. It's not even like win, loss, win, loss. Y'all niggas lose 8 in a row, then go win 5 in a row. They need to figure something out. Maybe Chris Paul was right. Maybe whatever the hell he was telling Ty Lue that Ty Lue didn't want to listen to and got his ass shipped off. Maybe he was right. And yeah, that's all I really got over here. Memphis is ugly. That's rough. I don't see how you want to build your team around Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know how you just watch basketball and say that. But that is what it is. Everybody else is where they're supposed to be. I guess New Orleans, they're just never going to give up on Zion. They're not going to be like the rest of these niggas. They are just refusing to give up on him. And Dallas, Cooper Flag playing good. So I guess that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess like you said, the Pelicans aren't going to give up on Zion. Like the little glimpses they get are enough for them to hold on. I think I saw a report saying like damn near every key figure on their team they wasn't trying to trade, but I think that's just to boost up trade value. Honestly, I don't see that shit as true. Um, Sacramento got too many niggas literally on their team. Like they got talent. Like that's a perfect team for me to where contenders should be looking to poach players off their team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Utah is like so irrelevant. I don't even have a damn take on them, in my opinion. Dallas, like you said, is just Cooper Flag watch at this point. AD clearly cannot stay healthy enough to even remotely give them a chance to figure out anything at this point. I think they need to just like it was to a point where I was like, wait till Kyrie, see what you got. But now it's like you have to move AD. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever value he has. If you gotta attach a pick at this point, like you have to get off of him. Memphis, like you said, what are you looking at, bro? What Jaren Jackson, like you want to build around a Yeka Onkamu? Are you serious to me, bro? Like there is no way you want to build around a bid that don't get rebounds. He's
None.
just
And
not
shoot
enough one.
threes.
Yeah, he's not
He
enough one.
he get more 3-point attempts off than he do rebounds.
Yeah, like if you're gonna trade Ja, what you are, I'm not telling you you have to trade Jaren Jackson Jr., but shit, why not just go ahead and trade everybody or trade both of them at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna give a little praise to the Clippers though. They have marched their way up. Now, granted, they started in such a hole that it's like the 10 seed being at 18 and 23. Like you said, they still suck, but shit, they didn't make their way to the play-in. Like they making some inroads on like trying to do better over there, I guess. But
Shame.
you know, how much is Kawhi? How much is his body gonna be able to withstand fighting this early in the season, trying to get to the play-in? You know, he's one ankle turn or whatever away from burning out this early. Portland, they happy to be where they at. Golden State, they happy to be where they at. Phoenix should really be looking like shit. We only 2 games less in the loss column from Houston, who got KD off season, so they should feel good where they at, in my opinion. 1 through 4 should feel good, in my opinion. Like you said, San Antonio, I didn't know if I saw 2 seed in them, but goddamn, there they are. Like
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense when you look at their team. OKC, y'all not being that 7-3-9, so we can just wrap that up now.
Yeah, that's cooked now.
That San Antonio put about 3 belts on y'all since the last time we talked. And
They got their get back. They got their get back.
got their get back made when we go ball. But yeah,
They got
okay.
their get
Like,
back.
I think like J Dub said, like everybody just so used to them winning when they have normal slippage, everybody kind of like freaking out. Like they still are 35-7, but they're not beating that record all the time, which I think that'll play better in their favor now. They don't even got to try to fight for it at this point.
All right.
Like you said, the fact that they're doing that without Jokic, I thought they was gonna slip a little bit, but shit, Peyton Watson has had an outbreak or a breakout, both at this point. Because it's like shit.
Outbreak. You need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, he had a breakout. He had a breakout though, because it's like he's stepping up in the absence of Jokic, and that's like shit. That's big for them because if he can do that, then shit. When Jokic come back, who knows? That just be the the pros and cons sometimes of your superstars being out. Other guys get a look to show you what they can do. Minnesota, man, they just a good team at this point, bro. I don't know what to say. It's like it's not always sexy. It's not always cute with them, but here they are, finding their way just better than most. Houston, like you said, them young niggas, I don't know what they got going on. I think Jabari Smith is kind of disgruntled over there. Torrey Eason, like, I don't know what they got going on, but it's like I kept telling people you don't have the right superstar. as far as leadership. Like you got KD throwing the water bottle down and all that. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna work with them young niggas over there. Like KD is a kind of just lead by example type of star, in my opinion. Like I'm gonna go get my buckets, y'all follow along with me, but I don't think they're necessarily doing bad as a 5 seed. I just think shit gets kind of overlooked nowadays. And that brings me to the sorry ass Lakers. I cannot wait till LeBron either A retires or just gets the fuck away from this franchise. I'm so sick of Rob Pelinka. I'm so sick of the Lakers, period. Like I'm sick of the Lakers fans. I just hate this franchise right about now. Like since LeBron has been in the league, it's been so easy to just put a team around him. Like, bro, 3-and-D is and you know, it's just that simple. You had to follow with AD. Now, granted, you probably got off of AD at the right time, but you got blessed with that. You didn't really put in no work.
Right.
And now like, we got Dave Vincent, motherfucker can't defend, he can't get a rebound, he can't shoot. Like our best bench scorer is Jared Vanderbilt, bro. It's bad. It's bad. Max Kleber is irrelevant. It's just bad, bro. Austin Reeves is like it's just bad. I'm looking at JJ Redick a little bit different, but I don't know if he just don't have the talent to do what he want to do. But it's like shit when they ask him what's the problem offensively, and he's saying guys don't even know the plays, and he's just like he don't know what to do no more. It's like I don't know what's going on over there. Luka, like I fuck with Luka. I love him to death, but I don't see his play style being as he can be a championship player, in my opinion. And I've been saying this before they got him because I feel like that Boston series exposed a lot about him. It's like his style of play, like that chucking shit. I can't stand that. He gets too enamored with it, the foul baiting.
And James Harden.
Yeah, like he takes himself. Nobody can take him out of the game, but he takes himself out of the game a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know the hesitancy to be off ball. Like he don't want to be off ball. It's just like
because he ain't gonna move. Boy ain't gonna cut. Boy ain't gonna set a back screen. He ain't gonna do none of that.
And then we know the defensive shortcomings. So Lakers not in a good spot to me. And I don't see no trades. I don't see it. I'm not gonna be delusional this trade deadline and be like the Lakers are gonna do X, Y, Z the trade deadline. I'm not believing that because Lakers tax is real. Trae Young just got traded for a fucking box of chips. And Lakers got to trade first round pick just to get Keon Ellis or somebody like that. Like I don't know. I think they're a fake good team. They're not really a good team if anybody's looking. But
so, what you think y'all need besides youth? I know that's probably some of that. You need a little youth. You need a little running gun on your team. But other than that,
NBA things like you need niggas that can shoot threes and defend. Yeah. You need youth. Like athleticism, you need a fucking real paint presence. Like DeAndre Ayton is not a good fit with Luka. He's not a roller. He's not a natural paint defender. He's not like Jackson Hayes is a good fit with Luka, but he's not a starting NBA caliber center.
Right.
So it's just like the roster just doesn't make sense. Like they finally started bringing Rui off the bench and they started Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia, which I like. But do you have the balls to do that when Austin Reeves get back though? Because I don't like him starting, but I feel like he fits that starting lineup better than Rui because Rui is not going to play any defense at all. He's not going to get on the boards. He does
shoot one dribble pull ups.
Yeah, it's just a team, just a misfit team, bro, and it's not looking good in my opinion. Like to have LeBron still playing at that level at that age, to have Luka Reeves on the way back, and you're sitting which one game out to play in, and Luka's out tonight, so they'll probably be in the play.
I did see that.
We make this video, but. It's just I'm tired of it, bro. Like anytime they play a young athletic team, I already know Lakers are getting screwed. Like the Hornets did them the worst way the other night. The Hornets.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's just not a good look at all. But I don't know. Like I said, LeBron is I'm just here to witness the greatness at this point. And hopefully once he gets going, I don't have to root for this shit anymore, which I won't be.
Yep.
I could tell whatever the new dude from the Dodgers who just bought the Lakers, like I'm telling you right now, if you don't get rid of Rob Pelinka, you ain't gonna see no investment, like a return on your investment. Because Rob Pelinka cannot build a team. He's shown that he cannot. He can't. He's terrible. He's fucking terrible as a GM.
I agree. I think the only thing he got down packed is like the keep a superstar in a Laker uniform thing. I think that's like the only thing he got down packed. Yeah,
and I feel like he ain't even the reason. Like it's the Lakers, so they automatically attract the superstar as it is.
Right.
If he was like in a low market team, like he would be fucking terrible. But speaking of low market teams, I'm done with the Lakers for this season. I would not be disappointed any
The
longer.
season? The
Yes.
season is crazy.
Oh
We
my.
ain't even at All-Star break.
Trae Young traded to the Wizards. I just got thrown off. I'm gonna have to handle her. But I'm gonna let you take
I ain't
this.
mad at that. Give me the trade comp though. What did they give away? Let me see.
OnlyFans subscription for a month, and then a box of Kleenex.
CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I have no idea why Trae Young, because reportedly Trae Young wanted to go to the Wizards. I think it's because of money, but I have no idea why he wanted to go to Washington. I guess maybe DC and money, and lack of expectations. He get to be small and bad at basketball sometimes out there. He gets to turn over the ball a lot and nobody say anything because the Wizards stink. I really don't understand it. If I was Atlanta, I don't think he was that big of a detriment to you to give him away for nothing. Like, he already is not playing. He's already probably not going to play the rest of the year, is what I heard. Him going to Washington. So, I don't even see the reasoning in doing it right now. Maybe because it's the last year of his contract. I think it's the last year of his contract. So maybe so you don't lose him for nothing. But CJ McCollum's an expiring, and Corey Kispert does nothing for your basketball team. So you pretty much lost him for nothing anyway. So I don't 100% understand Atlanta making this move. Especially for the All-Star break, before you could actually get in some people's face, start talking to them a little bit more. Face-to-face interaction is a little harder to deny than a phone call. Like, you text me and be like, do you want to do this? I'm going to just say no. You call me and be like, you want me to do this? I'm going to be like, I don't know. I might got something to do. So I just don't see Atlanta's point in doing it right now, especially considering you ain't moved up or down the standings at all since he's been gone. You just in the exact same spot. And then for the Hawks, I mean, for DC, I mean, it's cool for the Wizards for sure. You get a big name, you get a household name in there. He young, but he's experienced. So get to pair him with some of them young guys, Bub Carrington, Bilal, Sar. So I think it'll end up they ain't gonna make no real noise, but I wouldn't be surprised if you Washington went on a 8-game win streak or some shit like that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, or if they snuck into the play-in, if he plays this year. But that's considering for next year for me too. Like, I have little faith that they make any real noise. Like, oh shit, Washington actually a team to look out for. I really just think they'd be like a sneaky play-in team. Might take a first rounder to 6, depending on who at the top of the East. Like, yeah, I don't really see much in this, if I'm being honest. I don't see much from either side. I don't see the gain that neither side had in this, to be completely honest. I think it's just do something to do it just to say we did it. Like, for the Hawks, this is probably like a statement to Jalen Johnson. Like, nah, we all in on you. But that was it. Other than that statement, you didn't do anything to me. I don't think this does absolutely anything for either team. Brings notoriety to DC and tells Jalen Johnson that you the one we believe in now. But other than that, this does absolutely nothing. I think they just did something just to do it, just to be a headline.
I agree. And this is Atlanta sports for you. Like, the best thing that you had happen to you since Dominique Wilkins damn near, or Joe Johnson, I guess. But I don't get it. Like you said, what was the benefit to doing it now? I'm in his goodbye letter that he posted, or just reports that came out. He said that he wanted to do the Hawks a favor because he knew that they wasn't going to re-sign him to that contract. and he was like, he tried to give it a shot with Porzingis and Jalen Johnson this year, but seeing the first half of the season, Porzingis wasn't really playing. He was just like, it's time for to just trade me. But
Right.
I peeped a lot of shade in his goodbye post. He kind of spoke about how that the team really wasn't behind him all the way, or just the team's building a team in a sense. He kind of said like his goal has always been to be a championship or bring a championship to Atlanta, but he just said between the injuries, the setbacks, and situations that didn't make sense, we never truly got to see our full potential. And and then he said something like, "It's time to see what's possible when the support is real and the vision is clear." So I'm thinking it sounded like he feels kind of slighted by the franchise that they wasn't really never like behind him all the way, which I can kind of understand. I mean, they haven't really put a team around him. And then the 1 year that they do is like, well, you just happen to be matched up with his contract year. So if they had no intention on paying him, I get why trade him. I don't think they was gonna get no pick for him. Like I think this is kind of the conversation that all these guys are finna go for, like Ja, LaMelo, people we talking about. Um, CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, at this point, they can't be nothing but expiring contracts. Like the Hawks can't really be valuing them as assets they got back. Like I refuse to believe that. But then again, it is the Hawks. Like you said, maybe it's a sign or a message to Jalen Johnson, like we fully behind you. This is your era. You don't have to worry about, or you don't have anybody else here that you can look around and be like, this is his team. Like, no, it's yours now. Um, but it don't do nothing for them. The Hawks are still ass. Like people like to blame Trae Young for their defense being ass, but he hasn't been playing majority of the season, and the Hawks defense is still ass. So it's not Trae Young's fault. Yes, he is a defensive liability, but your defense is still ass without him. So now what are you gonna blame it on?
Right.
Like you said, with him going to Washington, though, I don't see that really being nothing. I think it had to be the reason why he had them preferred is they assure him they can pay him that money. That's it. That's the only reason why. Because I don't see they got a lot of young talent. It's like damn near like he looking at the same situation for real. Like I'm with some
No,
young,
facts.
maybe they can hide my deficiencies a little bit better because I'm not really familiar with Washington's roster, but they got a lot of, I guess, uh
Length.
length. Yeah. Like guys, they got a lot of wings. I know they got Alex Sarr. He's kind of been coming on a little bit better this year. And they got
Mhm.
a top four protected pick, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So who knows? But yeah, I don't see nothing coming up. I think Trae Young probably already knew like I'm not really going to be a number one on the championship team. Let me just get my coin and go to Washington at this point. I just want out of Atlanta. They don't want me. I don't want them no more.
Right.
Just it is. But speaking of another guy who's not wanted, um, damn, it's fucked up. Ja Morant, who had a little beef going on at a practice with what was it, Vince Williams?
Vince Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the lip readers doing a great job of giving us that breakdown. I don't know what to believe, but Ja Morant, I think I said seen this right here about the Heat. They were saying they're not really expected to aggressively pursue Ja Morant because
Mm.
they waiting on 2028 where people like Giannis, Jokic, and Donovan Mitchell.
2020. It just turned 2026. What the?
This is how these teams operate, bro. This is how they operate. But said they've been laser focused on avoiding taking money on for that specific offseason. So I know I seen the deal that you was referring to with the Ryan Hollins or whatever.
Ryan Hollins. Yeah. Ryan Hollins in a first rounder
You like that
for.
fit for the Bucks?
No, but I think if you want Giannis to say you make an attempt at bringing somebody over there that he might want to play with, that he might find exciting, like I don't think, respectfully to Ja, I don't think he's played any better than Ryan Hollins this year. So it's not like, to me, you getting more production or anything like that. You getting a face, a name, that'll make you lean some of your defensive coverage over there because you kind of know what he's capable of, but you're not really scared of it. But maybe change the scenery does something good for him. And Milwaukee ain't much out there, so he really won't get in no trouble. Um, at least from my understanding, ain't much out there. So sure, I don't, I don't love it, but I don't dislike it either. How about that? Like, if it happens, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'll tune into a Milwaukee Bucks game, see how this fit going. But other than that,
This just
yeah, I
always
don't.
K2's court shit. Y'all got two slashers.
Yeah, pretty much. Gonna go pick and roll, and I'm doing nothing but coming downhill. I'm looking to throw this lob or dunk on you, and that's it. So I don't. Yeah,
I think it's like you said, a last Hail Mary attempt to show Giannis like, hey, look what we got, another superstar, but didn't work with Dame. I know Ja is significantly younger than Dame, but I don't see Ja and Giannis's game really fitting together well, honestly. And like I thought I liked Ja in Miami, but apparently they don't like it. So
I don't really like that either. I don't.
you know,
I
like
don't
that.
know. I
I
don't
don't
like
like
Miami.
Ja's game all the way like that. Like he needs spacing and defense around him. So where in the NBA do like who has that for him at this point? I don't think he can be your best player either.
Mm-mm.
I saw something about him going to New Orleans though. Now that was kind of interesting to me a little
I
bit.
did see that. I did see that. I don't know. They just drafted Fears. They
Yeah,
just drafted Jeremiah Fears. Like
yeah, they did.
I don't even know if I want to do that.
So like, where are you gonna go, twin? Like, it's nowhere for you to go.
I don't know. Oh, it was Udonis Haslam. That nigga said you wear that many chains to the game. You know you're not playing.
And that's my thing with him. Like, I'm so confused. Like, one day he playing, one day he's not. No injury designation. Like, bro, if you gonna trade him for sure, just sit him down at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
for him to say I
But
don't fuck with y'all and all that, like he's over it. He's the one he
he
want to
was
get out.
weird though. They Memphis was weird. Once they announced that like they was willing to trade him, they was also like, but we're fine with keeping him too. Cause like
Hey,
what nigga? Well, keep your trash then. Keep it. Keep it. I don't want it.
yeah, because like the teams I'm seeing right here, he already said no. Bucks, I don't like that fit. Kings, why? Like why? Y'all haven't. I already said y'all have enough niggas over there. Y'all need to be trying to get rid of people. Raptors,
Mhm.
potentially, I could get jiggy with the Raptors a little bit.
Yeah, get this nigga out the United States.
Yeah, send them to Canada. Send them to Canada.
Him, Bi, RJ. I might could get with that too.
Yeah, like
The
it's a
excitement that could bring a little bit. They got quickly. He can go back to coming off the bench.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
I can see that a little bit for him. The Pelicans, like I said, him and Zion, I can see that as well. But like you said, they got fears now. I don't know if they see him as like the future at that position or whatever. Like I don't know. I think Ja Morant is enticing enough to be like. I don't think I'm just gonna be like no because I have fears, but I think we can say definitely by the trade deadline he'll probably be gone for sure.
for a bag of gummy bears.
Oh yeah, no, the days of seeing guys get traded for a significant amount that's over with. Speaking of another guy, like we got a lot of point guards in this thing that's looking to get out of there. LaMelo Ball. That was Kendrick Perkins that had the text message where he showed LaMelo Ball was like saying he wasn't really fucking with the coach no more and shit like that.
I've never seen it, so I'm not sure.
Let me see. It was a clip of it was a clip. I think it was Kendrick Perkins. He was showing a text message of some that I don't know if LaMelo Ball texted him directly or whatever, but he was basically saying that he was frustrated with the coaching staff over there, and he was just he ready to be out of there. Like I know you told me that I seen the other day. I didn't even know, but they brought him off the bench. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I think he scored like 30 that night off the bench.
It
Um,
went crazy.
I feel like I've always just been saying with them, it's like when he's healthy, I think they can see the potential of their team, but I probably think they just tired of waiting on that. And I don't
hmm
know if he kind of has like maturity issues or whatnot. I really think his personality is not tailored towards a small market team, in my opinion. I think he's meant for a bigger market. I don't think he can be your best player, but I think he's a hell of a point guard. Um,
Right.
he kind of got that 2K feel to his game too. Like he pulling step backs, he pulling the one leg threes and shit like that. But I do think he's a hell of a talent. He just can't really stay healthy. So where you kind of see him fitting, or like, do you think it's for sure that he's gone on the trade deadline now? Because I know you already said Khan is kind of like they. number one at this point.
If they moved him to the bench, like I know I seen that game where they moved him to the bench, and I think it might have been more than one, but if that's his new permanent role over there, then absolutely they got to get rid of him. I think you just absolutely have to, because I think people been talking about Khan earlier in the year, and it's been a thing that they want Khan as the face of their franchise. So it's just like I think they was waiting to see what him, Brandon Miller, well, LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Khan would do together. And I think they small a taste of that and was like, all right, well, let's try LaMelo off the bench now. So I think if he's going to continue to come off the bench, then yeah, you might as well trade him, see what you can get for him, because I think you're decreasing his trade value by benching him and leaving him there. So if your plan is to keep him coming off the bench, then you might as well trade him. I think you're right. I think his personality is way too big for goddamn Charlotte. Nice city, just not big enough. Where could I see him going? I don't really know. Like I don't see him fitting nowhere and making like a dramatic impact, like a dramatic championship run impact or anything like that. Like I really just don't see it at all. LaMelo, let's see. I'm looking at the
I saw.
shit. Let's throw him in Toronto too.
I was about to say I saw Toronto at another spot too. They got this trade idea. Bleacher Report put him with the Clippers.
Yeah. I mean, he be in LA. He probably enjoy it. I would hate that if I was him though, because
Yeah, like you going to play with Kawhi and
you're gonna
Harden.
play with these old ass niggas. And Harden definitely not coming off ball, so you're gonna have to learn how to. Yeah, no. The Magic, maybe you give up a D. I think you give up.
Here
They
go.
got plenty of young niggas.
So Kendrick Perkins had showed a text message or whatever. I guess it exposed how the Hornets was intentionally limiting his minutes to lower his scoring average and prevent him from becoming a two-time All-Star ahead of the potential trade.
They won't be trading a two-time. Let's play.
But you can see the importance of this, but just read that part out.
This one right here.
Yeah.
They on this bullshit. Let's play Melo about 25 to 28 minutes a game so his numbers won't be high. So if they trade him, they won't be trading a two-time All-Star. They will be trading a player that numbers went down. You see what I'm saying?
You see what it is.
Let me see.
Oh.
Let me see.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, I'm not that guy.
It wasn't Melo,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
it's
The relationship.
Somebody in
connected
his
to the
camp
situation.
sound like they said
Yeah.
that.
Somebody connected to the situation for sure.
It's the dirty game these teams play for sure. Like they don't. I don't know why you would do that necessarily though, because shit, wouldn't playing him.
Wouldn't his value going up make you get
Yeah,
more
like,
in a trade? I
Yeah,
don't know.
like,
I guess they don't want the scrutiny of trading a two-time All-Star, but it's just like, nigga, if it ain't working, it ain't working. He a two-time All-Star on a team that wins 20 games a year. Like,
Yeah,
it ain't working, bro.
Minnesota need a point guard though. I seen they've been clamoring for a point guard a lot.
Now, him and Ant to get boy, him, Ant, Rob on that team. Hell no.
PR nightmare.
Man, hell no. Ant cuss more than a sailor. And LaMelo don't have no PR training. None. He get up there. How you feel about the game tonight, LaMelo? Well, shit. I mean, shit. We just got past that motherfucker. We got to play a little motherfucking defense. You know what I'm saying? We got down. We stopped turning that bitch over. We be all right. Like what? That's how you coming? So I absolutely not. I wouldn't if I was them. I think I'd take my chances with Ja over LaMelo. Hell no.
And it's like LaMelo gonna say some crazy shit, but he might not do it. Ja gonna do some crazy shit, but he might not say nothing crazy shit.
I feel you. I don't know. Maybe I just don't think. I think Ant is better at LaMelo the interviews, but I think like LaMelo is still young Ant during the interviews. So like I don't know if you could withstand the both of them. You got young Ant and old Ant who still ain't got the most common sense as far as these interviews go. Do you really want to put yourself through that? If it leads to winning, you don't really give a fuck. So possibly, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing that. I'm looking through the rest of these teams where he could be. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Maybe Miami, since you like Ja over there. I think those two are interchangeable in spots.
I mean, yeah, but if Miami is not willing to go for Ja, they're probably not willing to go for LaMelo either at this point. They probably just content with just being ass until they going big fish hunting, which is like, I don't think you're getting any of those big fishes anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't think the big fish on your team, who's supposed to be Bam, Bam is ass. I ain't gonna say
He is Draymond Green with a midi. I've been saying that for years. He's an athletic Draymond Green with a midi, bro.
like, Bam is not a number one. Tyler Hero is not necessarily number one. So I get the need to go big game hunting, but you need to be just trying to add as much talent as possible. I would rather have the compilation of those three than trying to waste it all for Jokic in 2027. Like, these guys are getting older when you wait.
Man, they ain't getting no younger, man.
Yeah, like that's I don't know, but how would you rank their trade value though? Because we saw what Trae got traded for. So I mean, do you feel like they all pretty much the same? Because I saw a tweet, somebody said that LaMelo pretty much they think that LaMelo has higher trade value than Ja.
I think so too. I think the more you're able to do, the higher your trade value is. Like, just in general, no matter how your seasons go, Trae is 5'0". He's a special talent, but he can only do but so many things. I do have to build this team around him, like, in detail. Ja has still not gotten that jump shot aspect of his game, so he's not unguardable. So I got to put shooters around him. Again, I got to build this a little differently. LaMelo, he's 6'8". I don't have to play him at point. The fact that he can play make is a huge bonus, but I don't have to play him at the one. He's 6'8". He's gonna rebound. He rebounds every night. He's gonna rebound. When you're I've learned this as playing basketball in general. When you're longer as a defender, you don't really have to be that good at defense. You know what I mean? Like, you can play with length and still be okay. And I don't necessarily got to hide you either. You know what I mean? So I think that's why his value a little higher, bro. He does kind of everything. The only knock on him is his immaturity and his inability to stay healthy. The rest of these niggas, Trae, we've seen you for 8 years trying to lead a team. It worked once, and we tried to continue to build from there, and it went to shit. You probably got better detail on that about that Hawks trying to build after that Eastern Conference Finals run. But to me, looked like we tried to continue to build, and shit, our Eastern Conference Finals run was a fluke. That's just what it seemed like. Like I said, you might know more details of it, but that is, from the outside looking in, that is exactly what that looks like. Ja, you ain't been good in the West since you said you was good in the West. So, yeah, it's not really leading to wins, and I think people understand LaMelo's not really leading to wins more because it's Charlotte, if that makes sense. Like Memphis, we've seen in the history of basketball, like we've seen the grit and grind team, like the Pau Gasol, the Zebo, the Mike Conley. Like, we've seen Memphis have success. We've seen Atlanta have some semblance of success. You know what I mean? Like with Joe Johnson and them. Like, we ain't seen shit out of Charlotte, so we don't expect shit out of Charlotte. It's like if a nigga go to Cleveland in football, like, you don't really expect too much. Yeah. You feel me? So I think that's why people are a little bit higher. Like, man, it was Charlotte though. You know what I mean? Like, it is Charlotte now, nigga. Yeah. And he's probably had the worst teammates out of all of them. Until this year, he's probably had the worst teammates out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like, his co-star has been who? His attempt at a co-star has been who? Up until like last year when they got Brandon Miller or something like that. But
yeah, it's been pretty bad. I think with the Hawk situation, they kind of like I'm about to get you some chips here. I think the Hawk situation was kind of like that East Conference Finals fooled them into thinking they was at a spot they wasn't. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of didn't try to build on it. But I think also DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish not being who they thought they was kind of threw them back a lot as well too. Like,
yeah, I will say, okay, good point.
Them not turning into Jalen Johnson or being the kill Alexander Walker this year, like that threw them off a lot. Like you put a lot of investment into them guys.
Cam Reddish could have at least been, he could have had minimum being a Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah, like so when you invest the 4th pick and then another top 15 pick in a can, it's like when they don't work out, those guys are supposed to cover said point guards deficiencies, and when they're not doing that, it's like they never have had a center in my opinion. Like Clint Capella, when the more he fell off. Now this year they still don't have it. So I don't know, but I agree. LaMelo just need to get out of there. Now there's the guy we talking about. I kind of didn't turn the tune on him because it's like at first I was saying they need to try to keep him, but goddamn AD, it's getting bad, bro. I don't know if it's been bad honestly, but it's getting bad. Like he just can't stay healthy. So I'm not so much asking should he get traded. At this point, in your opinion, what the fuck is his value?
Yikes. I don't. Okay, so I think this falls into like an aspect of recency bias, obviously. But I think it should more so. Like, nigga, what have you done for me lately? I have not seen you play. I don't want to say competent basketball. That's too harsh. Extremely. I have not seen you play all-star, all NBA level basketball since the championship. Since you won that chip, I have not seen you play all NBA basketball. So we're not trading for an all NBA player, in my opinion. You feel me? We're not trading for an all-star damn near because he's not going to make the required amount of games. So we trading for you got to just go into his skill idea, but also like you just got to go into his skill set now. So you got to take all the accolades away, kind of, because you haven't played well since you accomplished those things, or have been healthy enough since you've accomplished those things. So I think you just go into, okay, you got a 6'10" power forward. He doesn't want to play center. You have a 6'10", 6'11" power forward with a nice handle, jump shot, and he'll rebound, and defensive anchor. Like you got to just go into his attributes now. And I think that's where you try to find that value. But there's I don't want to say there's a lot of guys like that in the league, but it's a decent amount now. The league is changing so much. Like you are not an anomaly anymore, Anthony Davis. So you not being healthy does not help your case as far as getting traded. Like your trade value is so minimal. And like you said earlier, I think it's going to come to a point where the Mavs got to give up something and get rid of him. Because he's been injured. Like, man, I need to see it. I was looking for that picture in my gallery, bro. It's a picture of like the dates from the moment he got there to now of how many times he's been injured in Dallas. Like, it is really there. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. There you go. It's all since he got traded, bro. Abdomen, abductor. A month later, thigh. 3 days later, groin. Couple weeks, abductor again. Groin, abducted. What that groin and abductor fucking you up, boy. Achilles, leg, calf. It's all everything hips and down for him is awful.
He pissing me off with these goggles too, these shades.
Oh yeah, that's because he has that laceration in his eye. Don't forget about that injury too. Like the boy, I used to like think it was kind of funny and be like, they just overblowing it because he a superstar missing games, or he'd be like street clothes Davis and calling this nigga glass man and shit like that. No, he might really be made of glass. He actually is street clothes Davis. I see him more in street clothes now than I do see him in an NBA uniform. So you was spot on with that one, Chuck. I tell you that. You was spot on with that one, brother.
And what's taking me out is what I saw previously on the other tweet about Rich Paul trying to get him a contract extension. Like, dude, who the fuck? He's already making $50 million, north of $50 million on his contract now. Who would give him a long-term contract extension? Like
the Atlanta Hawks.
Bro, the Hawks should be learning their lesson with Porzingis right now. You already got to be fan that's not playing. Like ain't no sense of paying AD, bro. I was behind the idea at first, but it's like he's too hurt. I know you didn't trade Trae Young just to go get AD. If you
No,
didn't,
yeah, I agree. I was more so bullshitting because that was what was said earlier. But I think I told you when we talked about that, like if you get rid of Trey, there's no need to get AD.
yeah, no,
Absolutely not.
I was under the same impression because I'm like, what's the point? Because I feel like they games fit hand in hand for one, and two is like you don't want to pay Trey that extension. Shit, you're gonna be paying AD $50 million to not even play at this point.
Tell me about it.
You want to trade somebody, you need to trade that French toast stick. But yeah, bro, I hate to see AD going on like this though, because like I fought AD, like he helped my favorite player get a ring, you know, and
Yeah.
I think it was a bit overstated when he was with the Lakers, but he wasn't getting hurt to this extent, but he was, you know, missing a couple games. He's not a dependable player when it comes to his injuries. We know these players don't want to get hurt, but when it comes to like, bro, you reaching in your hand and you doing this, it's like nigga get an owie. He got an owie, bro. Like, like it was literally one play earlier this season. He went, he got hit.
I seen it. It was defense. He played defense. Nigga turned around, swiped it. I think he was good the first swipe. Second swiped it again. I jammed my finger, coach.
Like, brother, man, getting owies. Like, he literally getting owies out there. Like, it's just bad, bro. Like, when they start getting to this point, I don't know, bro. Like you said, though, he's not an anomaly no more. Like, we got guys that can defend. His part of being an anomaly was that he could get you 40 and still give you that defense. But if he's not available, I'll take the guy that can get me 18 and 10 and don't give me the defense. Like, I'll take that. I'll take games of that versus AD. I'm sorry, AD, but it's just
it's not even your fault, but it's just
no trade value in my opinion. And Rich Paul can try to play it all he wants. This is going to be a situation where the Mavs are going to have to like you say, you have to salary dump him because you're not getting nothing back significant for AD at this point, bro. You're not. You're just not.
Oh, yeah, I've been on Coop and Kyrie when he come back. Shit, the way this looking, I wouldn't even let Kyrie come back.
I think I seen something the other day that was like Kyrie ain't coming back this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him. It's pointless.
Speaking of said agent Rich Paul, though, motherfucker just can't keep his mouth shut. He got this podcast. Apparently, he got. I don't want to say he got checked, but you know, Austin Reeves' agent was like, "Hey, buddy, that's enough."
I thought Rich Paul was Austin Reeves' agent.
So apparently, he's not a Clutch Sports agent. I mean, Clutch Sports client.
Right.
I looked it up, and I looked it up on Spot Rack or whatever, where the contracts were and he's not a his agency wasn't Clutch.
Got you.
So when you told me that he was, like, I was like, okay, that makes a little bit better because you sold it as like, you know, he wants Austin Reeves to go be a number one somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
He's out for his client, and basically the comments that he made was saying that like he's been talking about moving Austin Reeves to the bench, playing a Ginobili role. We talked about that the first time.
Yeah,
that was the last time about trading him for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, that's OD.
And now, so apparently Reeves' agent spoke to him at halftime of the game. They were saying it was like a lengthy conversation or whatever, and I guess they were just like, "Hey, bro, can you like tone it down a little bit? You know, like ease up off my client."
Mm-hmm.
Ron said, "You know, Rich Paul is a grown man. Whatever he say, don't got nothing to do with or reflect with what I gotta say." Austin know how I feel about him. You can see how we interact on the bench. Da 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 da. But like I told you, I mean, Austin Reeves, how is he supposed to feel about this shit when the main player in the league, your agent, keeps talking shit about me? Essentially, like,
hey, you my teammate.
Yeah, like we on the same team. Like, and I think Rich Paul gonna have to tone it down this podcast, bro, because you only been doing this podcast for not even long, and you keep being in the headlines. Like, maybe you don't need to talk about players that are on LeBron's team. Yeah. I know you represent a lot of other people, but we all see you as LeBron's agent. You're right. So maybe you don't need to talk about Lakers business at this point because it's going to get construed. It's going to get interpreted as LeBron saying this, which I don't believe LeBron shares the same sentiments as him. But nigga, they're best friends. So you telling me I don't fuck with certain situations? LeBron just don't got that opinion either. Like, I don't believe that. I don't think
Yeah.
LeBron Reeves needs to be traded, but he
But
probably
he might want Jaren Jackson Jr.
he probably feels like he's got a fit with this 3.
Right.
Brian, you got to realize, dude, you're not at the forefront of the Lakers thinking no more. So what you want, what they want is for you to be gone. They want you out the door. If we're being honest, they don't want that $50 million on the books no more. So, like I said, it's just an ugly situation. But do you think Rich Paul got to tone it down a little bit, or do you kind of enjoy the beef or the fuckery that he spews?
I wouldn't say I enjoy it. I don't think I enjoy it per se. But it is, I do like insight, but I don't think he's providing that either.
Nah,
I do like, he's just being messy. Like I do like, hey, this former trade, like this trade wouldn't have went down unless this happened. We had to do this, we had to do that, we had to do XYZ to get it done. I would be more appreciative of that. That's real insight. That's really what I want to hear from an agent. Right now, you just having barbershop talk. And you could be anybody and have barbershop talk. So it's just like, sure, make AR Ginobili, and this team's gonna go well. Good thing you don't run the fucking team. Hey, let's trade him and get Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's add another big, slow-footed that ain't gonna run, that ain't gonna rebound. Sure, that ain't really no lob threat no more. He a pick and popper. So yeah, let's add him to the team and get rid of the only other guy on the team that can create his own shot. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I think he more so showing his hand. Like, bro, you might know contract and you might know lawyer language and you might know how to get your client the best deal, but I don't think you know ball. And I just think that's that.
Because either, to be honest, I think he just Ron's friend, and that's what he's on. He, like you said, he knows the agent side of things, but that's what you need to talk about. Stop talking about team stuff like that, because. And I only hear these comments about the Lakers. Like I said, if you're doing it about everybody,
right?
And okay, I can kind of understand it a little bit, but it's like you're only talking about the Lakers.
Especially if all the stuff was going on. Like, if you talking about the Trae situation and it was like, oh, I would have traded him for this, I would have went, cool, that's an actual relevant situation. You're not really creating problems, but you're creating problems, bro. Because you are LeBron James' agent. LeBron James happens to be my teammate. We also are in the starting lineup together. The one you just made public that you think I should be taken out of. Do you not think that I'm going to think that's him?
Right.
Like, even a little bit. Like, even if me and him have conversation, he could have came up to me and be like, hey, bro, Rich a grown man, bro. I can't control him. I can't tell him to not say certain things. I told him to tone it down after he said that one thing about you, but he's still going. Even then, I'm going to be like, no, nigga, I don't really believe you. Like, cool. I appreciate you telling me that, but I don't really believe you for real. Like, I don't think this is coming out of nowhere. I think y'all sit down and y'all be chatting, bro. Y'all be sitting there talking to each other. Just, off your fourth cup of wine or whatever you like to drink every night, nigga. And shit like this happens. I wouldn't mind if we had, imagine me, Luka, Jaren Jackson, the pick and pop. Then we can go Jaren Jackson and Ayton, because the best teams in the league got two bigs and da-da-da. Like, you probably just rambling. But this nigga is on a TV show. He probably has nothing better to talk about. He knows we don't really want to hear lawyer language all day, so he's going to try to make it a little messy, but I do agree with you. I think it's okay to talk about the Lakers even though your client's on that team. You have clients other places. You should talk about those teams as well then. So this is just a full-out thing. Like, it's not just the biggest name in basketball who you happen to be the agent of. So it don't sound like he's basically feeding you lines.
Right.
Like,
that's all I'm saying. Just spread out the messiness. You don't got to keep spewing it on the Lakers because it's going to look like like you said, LeBron, I'm pretty sure they have conversations. LeBron, you're comfortable having conversations with him. LeBron might not really put much thought or mean it, what he's saying, but
you're chopping it up.
Yeah, they chopping it up. But Rich Paul, and honestly, if I was LeBron, I'd kind of be pissed about that too, because it's like, nigga, I'm coming to you like thinking it's confidential, and you these ideas on the podcast, like which LeBron very well could have checked it. And like you said, came up to Austin and was like, I told him to tone down or whatever. But I don't like it, bro. I think his basketball takes be ass anyway. So it's just like
He don't know. I don't think he know ball, bro. I think he know how to get a nigga paid, but he don't know ball. He know how to look at your accolades and your resume and say this is worth this much to whoever's willing to pay for it. But he can't sit here and watch a film and know what a flare screen is or a back screen. He may not know those things at all. He may not know how to construct a team at all. He just want names next to names and think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, like Brian talking about when he was sitting courtside the other day, he told him something he was seeing, and it wasn't nothing but Brian setting the pick and doing the pick and roll. Like, nigga, we all see that. We all been asking for that. Like,
what did you see?
Yeah, just
A Luka LeBron pick and roll. I think I envisioned that the moment they traded for Luka Doncic.
Right.
I was at the club. It happened on my birthday. I think I envisioned that immediately. Oh wow, Luka and LeBron. Like, I don't know, bro.
I don't like it. I think you need to tone it down a little bit, or just like you said, spread it out. Don't keep talking about the Lakers.
Yeah.
But, let's get into this All-Star vote, and then we're gonna wrap it up with this MVP race. I think this is the last, or coming up on the last time to do the All-Star voting or whatever. I really haven't even looked at. I'm pretty sure I know who the forefront of this list is. I think we can go ahead and say LeBron's not going to make the All-Star team this year.
Huh?
Oh, actually, LeBron is number 2 now.
Wait a second. That's what, bro. He's never not gonna be up there. He's never. When it comes to the fan vote, he's never not gonna be up there. He could play 7 games and be up there. Kobe made an All-Star, nigga. Didn't play majority of the goddamn year.
This is old because why is AD still listed as a Laker? Hold on, this is old. But it say January 16th, 2025 though.
That's That's a year ago.
Is this a typo? Oh, I'm tripping. It's 2026. See, nigga,
update your life.
Yeah, see, nigga still last year. So okay, maybe just the most recent one we got back.
I think that's LA 26. Yeah.
Do they have another recent voting since the 6th? I'll try to find that, but let me see.
This is good time. That's 2 weeks ago. That ain't bad.
All right, this is what we got so far in the second return. Luka is the leading vote getter. Then you got Jokic, Curry, Shea, Wemby leading out the top 5. Shout out to Danny Avia. Look at that motherfucker up there at number 7.
Danny, that boy he be hooping.
So nothing really surprising for me with that top 5, honestly. Like you said, it's the fan shit. So
maybe Steph. I mean, I know the fan shit, but they usually pair all 3 of these niggas together. It's LeBron, KD, Steph. That's usually there. There's no way he was 3rd. Maybe 2 weeks ago he just did some great shit. But yeah, no, that's all you got right now. What's that?
Yeah, this is the most recent.
Yeah.
Nothing else really surprised me as far as on this list. Like I said, it's a fan vote, so it's really bullshit for real. It's really a popularity contest.
Yeah, that's it.
I do think like there's a lot of deserving players on the list, but when you go to the East,
let's see, Chris Broussard, because I know Broussard put his he said he put his actual ballot in.
I think Jaylen Brown a little low on this list, in my opinion. Like I don't know how really Donovan Mitchell is ahead of him. But this is just a popularity. Look at Michael Porter Jr. at number 9. Okay.
It's All-Star MPJ. That's it though. That's all they get out in Brooklyn.
LaMelo Ball at number 12. Like, I don't know, bro. The East is just so ass. But they doing this.
I mean, everybody below LaMelo, I wouldn't put ahead of him either.
Nah, I wouldn't either. I'm saying LaMelo usually is like at the forefront of the fan vote. Like this nigga be like top 5 down there sometimes.
Got you. I just found it. Chris Broussard, he gets an actual All-Star vote.
He got a tweet up?
Yeah. It's from the 14th.
Let's see what he got.
And it's just his starting 5 for each side. So scroll down a little bit. Under that. No, yeah, it's under that.
Here we
There you
go.
go.
So his 5, he said K, Brunson, Brown, Tyrese, Giannis, and then on the West he got Ant Wimby. So he really just replaced Curry with Ant. I think the East was what he put besides Donovan.
No, Jalen Brown. Yeah, he replaced Jalen Brown and Donovan Mitchell.
I agree with his. I think K, yes, Jalen Brunson,
Mhm.
yes, Brown, Tyrese, Giannis in the East. I agree. Maybe wait, Jalen Brunson or Jalen Johnson? Is that Jalen Brunson?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Brunson.
Okay. I think Jalen Johnson should make it, but I don't know if he should be a starter over
A starter, right?
So West, Luka, SGA, Jokic, Ant Wimby. I agree with that. Like, I don't have nobody should come out that list in my opinion.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that West is solidified for sure. I definitely think K should make it. Definitely think Jalen Brown. Tyrese kind of cooled down a little bit to me, so I don't know how I feel about that. Popularity contest, Giannis, yeah. I mean, but you by yourself, brother, and you're in the play-in. And Jalen Brunson, I've grown to respect his game. I used to hate him because he's a Knick. I hate the Knicks. I used to hate him because he's a Knick, but I've definitely grown to respect his game. Boy, a bucket. So, I don't know. Bruce Arliss, he get like 3 out of 5 from me on the East. That Tyrese and Giannis, I'm not too sure about. But that West is 5 out of 5 for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Giannis got the popularity factor working in his favor. So it's like even if he having a down year, team record wise or stat wise, he's always going to be a starter just off the fact of popularity. And then Brunson, big market, probably the biggest market in the East, damn near besides Boston. So it's like it makes sense.
He's still averaging down there 30 though, so that works too.
Jalen Brown, talk about this next topic before we get out of here. Jalen Brown, the last time I had looked, he was third in the MVP race, but it's a new one just came out, I believe 2 hours ago. I'm gonna pull that one up. Shea reclaimed the number 1 spot. Let's see. So Shea's back at number 1. They got Jokic still holding down the number 2 spot despite being out for a little bit. Luka moved back up to number 3. He was number 4 in the rankings last week. They got Wemby back at number 4, and Jalen Brown is now at number 5. He was number 3 on last week's ranking. And then you can see the next 5. They got K, Ant, Tyrese, Brunson, and Jamal Murray at number 10.
Been holding it down for Yoke.
Nah, he has. So, any problems with this list necessarily?
Shea at 1, okay. Best player, best team. All right. Jokic at 2 is a little bit surprising because he hurt and he's been out for an extended period too. So that's a little bit surprising, but he's still, like I said, the season ended today. You know what I'm saying? He still averaged triple double. Like it's over right now. He's probably still got them in there. Luka, I think he should always be top 5. So I'm not gonna argue too much here. I think I would switch probably him and Jalen Brown. I would probably switch those two. Put Jalen Brown at 3, Luka at 5.
I agree because I think Luka's stats are his stats, but they kind of lost their luster a little bit lately. I think Jalen Brown is wholeheartedly like they need every
bucket, every stop, every rebound from him. And the Lakers slipping. Like I know this goes into same thing I said with Shea, best player on best team. I know that's how most of these niggas vote. So the Lakers starting to slip, nigga. They, like you said earlier, they could fall into a play-in game with a loss. So I'm not really feeling that. But Luka and his stats and his numbers and who he has as a talent should probably always be in top 5. So I would probably just switch him and Jalen Brown. That's it. That's the only thing I would do to this list right now.
Do you have a problem with Victor coming back, throwing? I mean, because he didn't leave far. He was in the next 5 if he wasn't in the top 5. So do you have a problem with him jumping up to
4? Not really, because since he really been like fully back from injury, he been balling, and they a 2 seed in the West. The only team we've seen that could like not just like escape OKC with a win, but no, dismantle that and do it on more than one occasion too. If you scroll down to the next 5, I could say if I really, really disagree. Cade, Ant, No, I think he has a bigger impact. Can't say that. So maybe the Cade and the Ant, them two, I could probably argue to be in a Wemby spot at like 4 or 5 if you want to adjust the list. I can see Cade and Ant being in there. I don't see Jamal. I think Jamal Murray's a nice touch. He probably make his first All-Star this year. Bronson, I don't. Yeah, I don't see it. They cool though. Maxi, I just told you. I feel like they slipping. We giving him some love because he's still producing, but he ain't a number one lead you to a championship option. And then Ant, shit, he the clear cut guy over there. Like clear cut, I think his impact is drastically missed in certain situations, like with him being out. So I think with it being the most valuable player, I think you got to add that in there. And I have no idea where the fuck the Detroit Pistons would be without Cade Cunningham. So
Yeah,
that's more into the value thing there too.
I was kind of looking at Cade because I'm like, Jaylen Brown been hooping for sure, but it's like shit. Cade's averaging 26, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. So
yeah,
Jaylen Brown is averaging 28 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. So he's averaging what? 2 more points
2
than
more points,
less rebounds,
less
less
everything else.
So why is Cade is the number 1 seed? So what's the justification for putting? I mean, they are one spot from each other, really, because Cade is 6, Jaylen Brown is 5. But I'm not.
Why not give it to Cade considering they're the 1 seed?
Yeah, like I'm not really understanding that logic there, in my opinion. Like I don't know if they feel like Cade is not ready to be in this, but Wemby's there.
But they're trying to push that. They're trying to push that narrative.
Yeah. But like you said, I can't really take the top 4 out. At least the top 3 for sure. I feel like is going to be solidified. Or maybe I'll just say top 5. Like Luka, Jokic, and Shea are always going to be in the top 5 this year. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got trying to push the Wemby narrative. They the 2 seed, so you could throw him in.
It's
there.
really that 5. That 5 spot is just going to kind of alternate.
Yeah. But I mean, so shit. Do you think I think it's really a 2-person race, though. I don't think Luka gonna win it. I think it's between Jokic and Shea at this point.
Y'all make a run. I like Luka. I feel like people been trying to push for him to get an MVP, like for his like legacy type shit. Excuse me. So I do feel like if y'all make a run at the end of the year, not even like championship run. I'm just talking about to move up the standings.
I think they got to
y'all make a run then. Yeah, y'all finish like 3 seed or higher. Yeah, I can see Luka getting a like definitive crack at winning that MVP. Jokic, he ain't never been athletic, and the way he got hurt wasn't based on him being athletic. So I think when he come back, it's just right back in the form. With Jamal Murray holding it down, I'm probably trying to get a few more games out of it if I can. Just be extra cautious. And then Shea, shit, like I said, man, best player on the NBA's best team. He's always gonna kind of be in there. He was popping his shit at Steph Castle the other day. I ain't never seen a nigga talk like that.
Yeah, you can tell that they kind of feel away. They minimize it instead they don't. But you feel away if a team beat you 3 out of 4 times and y'all supposed to beat them guys. You feel away.
Hey, whooping y'all ass.
Yeah, it's okay to admit you feel away. So I'm pretty sure Spurs was popping that shit on them too.
No, absolutely.
Didn't see it.
Had to, because ain't no way Shea hit a 3, shoot the gun at Steph Castle, and then say, you ain't shit, nigga. There's no way.
Yeah, Shea we don't even see him talk like that.
We don't even see him do that. No way.
At
Hey,
all.
brother, his real Canadian roots, goddamn.
But
hey, on niggas.
We gave y'all trade updates. Trade deadline ain't till next month, I think. So we gonna keep y'all trades. Like we both said, we're really not all the way tapped in with NBA yet, due to the fact NFL is kind of the best part, but it is kind of getting smaller and smaller with the amount of content, the less games, less teams in. So we'll be more tapped in with the NBA, give y'all some more topics. But appreciate you, my boy, for getting on today.
You know it.
Y'all like I told y'all at the beginning of the video, we both got goals we're trying to hit. So y'all go ahead and help us out with that. We know at least 5 people gonna watch this video. Subscribe.
Pretty please.
We're not too prideful to say please.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all today. So appreciate y'all. Like Judah like to say, we're gonna do weird things to this recording ends.